Okay, marhaban, welcome back. Hope meme went well for you. Now we're going to add one more slight variation on the vowel sounds. Now, I know I promised you that we've learned all the vowels, all 6, and we have. However, there are some variations in sounds we can make. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, there's only 2 that we have to learn, and we're going to learn them now. This is something that we have in English and a number of other languages. This is something known as a diphthong. But you don't have to remember that name. We're going to show you how this works. Now, the good thing here is you don't have to learn any more new symbols. This uses symbols that we've already learned, but it's how we combine them. So, suppose I told you that the word for house in Arabic is bait. Very useful word, bait. Sounds like what you go fishing with in English. And I told you to write bait. Well, you might have trouble. You know the ba, you know the ta, but a. How do we get an a sound? It's not an a, it's not an e. What is it? This is something that's called a diphthong, and we have a lot of them in English. So in English, we say that a is a long vowel, but it's actually not a long vowel. It's a diphthong. And why is it called that? Because a vowel has a steady sound, like a, e. I mean, you could keep that sound going all day long. If you watch your mouth or watch your throat, when you say a, you notice that it's not one steady sound. It's dipping, and this is where we get the idea of diphthong. Let's call it diphthong because that's what's happening. The sound is dipping, a. Watch my mouth. It's not a straight it's not something you can hold. Okay? So, how do we do that in Arabic? Well, in Arabic, it's pretty simple, and it's actually pretty logical if you just think of all the tools that you have. So this is one of the rare instances where we're going to transliterate this into English and then put it into Arabic. Normally we don't like to do that, but sometimes it's useful. So the word is bait. Now we have everything we need to make that word. We have ba. We have the a sound. We have the letter y, the ya. We have that, right? Okay, is there anything in between this and that? No, there's no vowel there. What do we do when we have no short vowel? We put a sukoon, and of course we end with ta. And so if you just go letter by letter, you can see that this corresponds 100%. The ba, the a, the ya, nothing there, so we need a sukoon, and the ta. Okay. However, this combination, okay, fatha, ya, consonant, with a sukoon on it, gives us the a sound, and that is our first diphthong, a. Okay. There's a number of words in Arabic that have this. Okay. It's very important. Zain, Zainab. Okay. Just like we have in English. Now, oftentimes, the way they will do it is, in writing, you'll just see that, because that tells you that this whole thing is a diphthong, that this is being used as a consonant, so this cannot possibly be beat, which would be the other possibility for this word if you didn't have any marks on it. So sometimes, if you just see that, that is a hint telling you that this is a diphthong A. Okay? But this is what the whole thing looks like. So hopefully this makes logical sense. And as I said, there are only 2 of these sounds. There are only 2 diphthongs, and the other one is going to work just the same way, very similar. Okay? We have an A. Now remember, we had two letters that doubled as consonants and vowels. So if I replace this ya with a wow, what am I going to get? Well, let's take a look. Meme, wow. Okay, you might say that's moot if it was a long vowel, but what if I do this? Well, I have a meme, I have an I have a wa, nothing in between. That's what that sukoon's telling me, and I have a ta, mout, mout. So this is our second one. The first one is a, ow, A, ow. Now, if you look in a mirror and do this, you'll notice what happens when you say ow. Ow. Your mouth moves. It's not a steady sound. Remember a vowel? Ah. Your mouth stays the same and you can keep it going forever. Ow. Ow. It's a diphthong. These are only two. These two, the A, the ow, they're both made with the wow and the yeah. Remember our two sort of double duty consonant vowels, and they're made in this same pattern. This, I promise you, is the only variations we have on our vowels. With these, you have all the vowel sounds you need. Let's look at a couple of examples and see if you can figure out the correct pronunciation. Okay, here we have 4 words, and you can see by the sukoons on all of those middle consonants that we know we have diphthongs here. Okay? And we know all the other letters, so we should be able to put these together. So, we look at this one. Remember, we've got the wow sound here, and it's got the sukoon, so we know this has to be which sound? Right, the ow, ow. If we look at the rest of it, you know the rest of the letters. This is howl, 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 meaning around. Okay? How about this one? Same diphthong, correct, with the wow. So we know this letter, we know that letter, we put it all together. Thaub, thaub. And again, if you look at yourself when you say that, you can see this is not a vowel that's held. It's a diphthong. Your mouth's moving. Thaub, thaub. Okay? How about this one? Okay, here we have the yeah, so we know this is going to be an A. Okay, we know the rest of the letters, ba and noon. Put this all together. Bane, bane, bane meaning between. And lastly, same letter, same diphthong, A. Put this all together, heina, heina. Okay. So you can see these are the only 2 variations we have, and the thing that gives it away is this sukoon on the middle. That will not be there if there is a vowel. So these are our diphthongs. With that, you have all you need for all the vowel sounds for all the words in the language. So go ahead, tackle those exercises. We have some where you can practice hearing this sound, okay, because it takes some time to get used to. So we'll see you again next time. Shukran jazilan.